Welcome into the Cavemen Media Podcast.
And studio.
And studio, yes, you're right. We are in our new studio. So if it sounds a little different, that's why. If it looks a little different, that's why. We are back on YouTube. So, hey, YouTube, we're back. We've been off YouTube for
A couple weeks now. It's been a while.
I'd say a month,
a
probably.
Month, probably a month and a half.
So if you only listen to this podcast on YouTube, we did not die. We are still here.
I do think that our good friend Tyler was only listening on YouTube, so I don't think he's been tuning
know
in
somebody
for a while.
else that was only listening on YouTube too and was like, I haven't got a notification in a while. It's because we were off YouTube for a little bit, doing a little reconstruction.
Hiatus.
Powered by Drew Layton Electric.
Yep, Drew Layton Electric.
For all your electric needs.
And Donald Construction.
I was going to say Gray Construction / drywall / painting company.
Yeah.
And Randolph.
We do it all.
He does the trim.
Matt, he showed up for a little bit.
So if you need...
Matt literally put 45 minutes into this project.
So if you need any home improvements, don't call us because we're done. But yeah, this is a new studio. We still got some work to do around here, make it look a little bit better. We got the nice flag behind Drew and Matt there. If you're watching on YouTube, that's pretty sweet. Shout out to my wife for putting that together. None of us know what the flag behind Connor is except for him.
Original gangster.
It's Optic Gaming, which for anybody who knows what that is, it's not really a thing anymore.
We're calling it Original Gangster because that's just lame.
OG.
We'll call it OGs because we're OGs.
We're pending a tits out for the boys flag.
Yep,
Yes,
that'll be
here
up
soon.
shortly.
It's just going to be flags all over
Just
the
flags. That's how you know it's a man cave.
They call
No
it Flag
effort.
Studio.
I mean, they're literally
Maybe the
taped to the
USA
wall.
flag.
We literally taped them to the wall.
Scotch tape to the wall. Yep.
Scotch tape. So they might fall down in the middle of the show. But if they do, that's okay. But yeah, this is a new
It's a
studio.
good chance the drywall could fall down in the middle of the show.
That's true too. Like the one hanging above our head, that could come down any minute.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
But we'll be okay.
Great content.
That would be great content. So, if you're watching, if you're listening, we appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review to this podcast. Tell a friend. Do that. Also, I think I can't remember which one of you guys. If I might have talked to all you guys about this or just one of you. I can't remember.
Okay.
We should get a sponsor, and they can have the naming rights to the studio.
Yeah.
I think that'd be sweet. So it could be your company, studio.
So, for instance, we'll take the winner of our pizza tournament.
Okay,
Have we announced that yet? It's announced.
We're
right?
getting. Yeah, we announced it on social media today.
So I'm just gonna say, just for instance, it could be Marion's
Studio. Pizza Studio.
Yeah.
So if you have a company, if you have a small business, preferably local, we like to support local. Let us know. We can work something out, and you can have the naming rights to our studio. We'll promote you on the podcast. That'd be awesome.
Any multi-billion-dollar companies that want to sponsor the podcast, you're
Apple,
welcome
if
to.
you're out there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a big company too, you can sponsor.
Yeah, we had someone suggest Dave Portnoy, so maybe if he's tuning in, Dave Portnoy, just give us a sponsorship.
We'll reach out to him. He'll probably come try all the pizza joints, Check out cavemen-media.com for all your Cavemen Media merch needs. There's tons of stuff on there. We posted the tees the other day, or the tanks the other day. Those are pretty sweet.
Yeah, no flaws on that site.
It's hot as balls outside, so get your tanks.
I was like, we didn't put that on a T-shirt.
We could though.
We
We could. That might happen. Hot as balls. Get your tanks. Yeah, merch is ready. Check it out. Cavemen Media Sports Pod, Sideline Pros Podcast. Like we said, every week. We'll be back anytime any of the 4 or 5 major sports are back. We will be the biggest hockey podcast, baseball podcast that there is as soon as they come back.
Yeah, everything.
What is going to be first, hockey or?
First, if you want to consider it, MLS soccer comes back July 8th, I believe, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I'm not doing
We're
that.
going to come back for that.
If you want to consider that. A
Basketball NBA comes back July 30th, so I think that'll be the time we come out. Maybe we'll come back right before it starts, do a little intro, get you guys warmed up, get the juices flowing for sports again, and roll right into the NBA, which will take us right back into football season. And
Hopefully.
It's going to be.
Be optimistic here.
That's going to be weird watching basketball and hockey in the middle of the summer.
And I mean, I don't know where they're playing at in the NBA. I will say
Orlando.
This, I know. I mean, like, what kind of arena are they going to be? Are they playing like
So-
how we played AAU tournaments?
Yeah. So I played at Wide World of Sports in Orlando, which is at Disney, and I would assume, I mean, they have the courts and everything to set that up, so I'd assume that's probably where they play. But
I think so. I'm going to do a little no sports update here later in the podcast, so look out for that. Check out the K-Babes podcast. Make sure you follow them on all your socials. They're going to be putting some more stuff out soon. big announcement. If you've missed it, I hope you haven't missed it. But if you did, our Cornhole Tournament is happening July 18th. It's a Saturday at Sparky's. Registration between 12 and 12:30. Tournament starts at 1 p.m. Obviously, Sparky's, you can get drinks at Sparky's. We might have a little section roped off where you can bring your drinks outside. If not, it's okay. We'll have a nice little spot in the parking lot for the Cornhole Tournament.
While you're waiting, enjoy a nice cold beer.
Absolutely. 4 or 5 boards set up. We've already pushing 20 teams signed up. So, I mean, the more teams, the more prize money for you guys. We're going to pay out first, second, and third. And then also, each 4 of us are going to have our own partners outside of us. So we all got to find our own partner. So if you're looking for a partner, we're looking for a partner. So hit us up, and you could be one of our partners because we're definitely going to be playing in the Cornhole Tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Too. And there is no rules against us taking home the prize money either. So look out.
That's fucked if we win.
We come in first, second, and third, and fourth.
That's
Drew
your
comes
problem.
in fourth.
Be better at cornhole. So I look forward to that. It's gonna be a good time. I'll be honest. I mean, I'm not the best cornhole player. I'm average, I would say. But I think it's gonna be a good time. Get everybody out there, play some cornhole. If you haven't already, make sure you RSVP on Facebook. We will be doing some pre-registering here soon. It's $50 per team, so $25 per person. It's not bad. Like I said, more teams, more prize money. So tell a friend and come out and play some cornhole. All right, you guys ready for today's show?
Yes, sir.
Ready.
Go.
Right. All right, so we'll start it off. We'll do a little bring it to the table. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Connor does.
I'll go last. I don't really got mine yet.
All right.
I'll go. I got one.
All right, Drew, what do you got?
All right. So, it's not really a bring it to the table, but it's a question for you guys. So, what is the one thing you want to do before you die?
Oh, man, one thing.
If there was one thing you could pick that you want to do before you die, what would it be?
I got like 3
Yeah,
that pop
there's a
right in front of
lot
my
of
head right
things.
away.
Name all 3.
I'm going to name 3. One, I want to go to a all-exclusive island where it's just like me and my family for like a month, just and not have to worry about anything. Just clear blue waters, family, nothing else, no social media, no nothing. 2, I want to see the Browns win a Super Bowl.
Yep, that was my first thing is not
Christ.
just the
Yeah,
Bengals
but-
win a Super Bowl, but be at a Bengals won Super Bowl
Yeah.
is my number
I
one
mean,
thing I want
I
to do
can-
before
I
I
can
die.
check that off my list.
I
Been to a
can't
Super Bowl.
imagine the feeling that I would have of watching the Browns win a Super Bowl. I'd probably cry like the day my son was born. I think that would happen.
Were those tears of joy or?
Oh, yeah. I mean, just emotion would just pour out of me. I mean, that's how I feel
Yeah,
when they
but
win one game.
The
so.
way I was thinking it, I was thinking of things that like I can actually make happen.
Yeah, I mean that.
Like I have
Okay,
no.
Connor.
Well, no, I'm just saying I have no say in if the Bengals or the Browns win the
I got
Super
you. I
Bowl.
got.
Nor will they.
I was gonna say I want to live in another state.
That's all you want to do?
Yeah,
What
Sounds like
state?
a pretty lame life, dude.
in another state. I don't want to live in fucking Ohio my entire life. Flag fell if anybody.
flag
The flag
casually.
fell. We told you guys.
Got
we told you the
casually,
flag was going to fall eventually, and it just did. So, like we said, that was Scotch tape.
If Scotch Tape wants to sponsor this podcast, fuck
You're
off.
out. Scotch tape is out. If you don't
Drywall's
know-
next, so
If you don't know what we're talking about, it's the flag fell. So you should be watching on YouTube. I feel you, Connor. I feel you.
Yeah.
Matt, what do you got? One thing before you die.
Maybe go to another Super Bowl and watch Steelers win again.
Okay.
Okay.
that's lame.
That's really lame, actually.
I want,
You're hating on me for.
I'd like to see the day.
Why is it all sports related?
No, I was gonna say I'd like to see the day
Because
when
we're
aliens-
Bengals and Browns fans. What do you mean?
I know, but there's more to life than
I'd like to see the
sports.
day when aliens come. I'd like to see the
Yeah.
day.
You just
I would
wanted to
love
move
to
to
be
another
there.
state.
Yeah.
You name something you could literally do tomorrow. We're
Let's-
talking
let's
about
go to
stuff.
I
Kentucky.
could definitely
that
not
is-
do that tomorrow.
I mean, maybe.
I can't sell a house by tomorrow.
I'd
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to
you
see the
could.
day that
You
we have
could.
world peace on planet Earth.
That's never gonna
I'd like to
happen.
see that.
Ever. No, I would love to be here for the day that aliens just come raining down. That'd be freaking.
See, my
tight.
thing with the alien, we're gonna get off on another tangent, but that's okay. If there was aliens out there, why are they avoiding us? Why aren't they just coming in? And
Would you
hanging out
really
with
want to
us?
come talk to us?
But they don't know us.
They probably have the news up there.
My thing is that.
Yeah, so aliens, if you're listening, shout out Cavemen Media. Come join us on the show.
My thing is, we are aliens to them, obviously, because that's what we call them. How do we know that they know we exist? It could be just like us. We don't know if aliens exist or
Right,
not.
you're right.
They don't know if we exist or
You're
not.
correct. I'm just saying if there was aliens and we see these UFOs, and why don't they just come down here and land and say what's up?
What do you have, a
Maybe
train
they're
out there?
terrified. Yeah, I got a train in my backyard.
All right, Matt, what are you bringing to the table today?
So, 2020 has been kind of a crazy year. You got
It's been all right.
started with Kobe dying, coronavirus, everything going on with the protests. There's this guy named Daniel that's been in isolation during this whole thing. So he was at a retreat somewhere in the Dakotas and came out home, logged into his Twitter for the first time on May 23rd. So he was getting ready to leave the retreat, and he just started reading his Twitter and had no clue what was going on. Could you imagine just being that guy? Like,
Yeah, can you imagine?
I wish I was that guy. What do you
me
mean?
too, yeah. I mean, take it from the day Kobe died. It was January, end of January,
Yeah.
January
20-something.
20.
From the time
Second.
Kobe died to today, just the amount of shit that's rained down on our country and our world.
he did an interview and said he scrolled Twitter for about 30 minutes and had to call his sister because he was so lost.
He probably turned around and signed himself back into that place.
Yeah.
And
So
said,
he didn't-
fuck that.
Oh, wait. What kind of place was he in?
It was just like a retreat where there was like no
No-
contact. He just lived on his own in a one-bedroom cabin, hunted to get his food, did everything
Okay,
by
yeah.
himself.
Oh,
Fuck
wow.
all that.
Can we do a caveman 4-man retreat?
Yeah,
Of,
last one to come out of the woods wins.
well, I would win, no question.
Yeah, I think so. Too.
Yeah, I don't.
I think
would
I'd be second to last.
Cody'd be like, I can't even get Twitter out here. What am I supposed to do?
Tell him what I'm doing.
Are you serious right now? I guarantee 100% I'm on my phone less than all three of
That's
you.
bullshit.
No way.
Negative.
Guaranteed.
No,
What's your
no
screen time?
way.
No,
What's
Matt
your
is-
screen
Oh yeah,
time?
we can tell right now. But I know Matt's first.
How do we look at this?
Go to the left from the home screen, and then scroll down till you see screen time.
I don't see it.
6 hours and 27
Hold on.
minutes.
Click on it and then go to the week, and tell me what your daily average is.
I don't even have my screen time on, fellas.
Here, give me your phone.
Drew's
Drew's
out.
out.
No, I got it. Hurry up. Oh man, you really don't even have it turned on at all. All right. Well,
So mine
all
is
right.
0 minutes,
Yeah,
so I
Drew
win.
Never uses
I'm
your
at
phone.
6 hours, 7 minutes.
Your daily
Jesus
average.
Christ.
Mine's 4 hours 45 minutes.
That's bullshit. It's 54.
45. Oh, I'm
I saw
dyslexic.
it. You're dyslexic. Cheater. I only said that because I saw it, and mine is 4 hours and 47 minutes.
So me and Connor are about the same.
Yeah.
And I
And
guarantee
Matt's
you
over
mine's
here
less than both of
2
you.
hours
Probably.
more than me and Connor.
Well, I also have a job that I can be on my phone a little
Okay,
bit
well,
more.
I don't want to hear your damn excuses.
But what app are you on the most?
So you're telling me police officers just sit on their phone all day?
I did not say that.
Facebook.
Really?
Facebook.
I would not have guessed that. You're not much of a
Mine
Facebooker.
is. Mine is TikTok.
Mine is YouTube.
Yeah.
mostly my
Mine
son.
used to be YouTube, but it's not anymore. Now they got YouTube Premium. Shout out YouTube Premium. Definitely
Yeah.
worth the money.
You're welcome.
What do you get on that?
All the
Pat show.
content. No. Wait, what?
Like, how does it?
No, it's no
Oh,
ads.
YouTube Premium? Yeah, you can close your phone and still be on
Yeah,
YouTube,
no
still
ads,
play.
and you can play in the
Mm.
background. It's lit.
Yep, yep.
Well worth the $16.
It slaps.
$16?
I'm still on the
$16
free
a month.
trial, so.
Yeah,
It
I'm not.
slaps.
Is it a month or a week? It's a month. I think.
$16 a
I think
week?
it's a month.
A month. I was
month.
talking about the free trial.
The
Daniel.
free trial, I think
Oh,
it's a month.
Jesus.
It might be 7 days. I might be paying for it by now. I don't even know.
Yeah. I'm out on
Um,
the YouTube premium.
Yeah,
Alright,
no thanks.
So here's my table segment for you guys. What was your table segment? I forget.
Guy woke up during.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! You just
I, just
heard it.
I forgot that quick. So my table segment was brought to me the other day when this guy came knocking on my door. What do you guys do when a guy knocks on your door, whether it's in... Mine was Spectrum. They knock on my door like once a month. Or the guy that wants to sell you new energy or a new roof or whatever the fuck they want to sell.
Real quick,
How do you guys deal with that scenario?
not answer the door.
Just straight up, just straight up no answer?
Experienced that in a while. Like I haven't had somebody a door-to-door salesman. Just
So
come
I
to my
had
house.
this the
But-
other day.
Well, don't interrupt
we
me.
get Spectrum like once a month. Go ahead, Connor.
Anyway, what Drew said. I just don't answer the fucking door. At my dad's house, when I used to live there, I could look out my window and see who was there, and they couldn't really see me. Here, I could probably look out the window, but they probably see me, but I still wouldn't answer the door.
Just roll it up in your face and then close.
Yeah, they'll get the
the hint. Yeah, I'm not answering my door. Just move on, brother.
But yeah, I walk outside. The guy's sitting there. And he's got his little iPad, and he's like, "So, I sell Spectrum TV.
What kind of internet service you have?
Who's your provider?
Are you happy?
How long have you been there?" I'm like, "Dude, I've been with DirecTV for like 8 years now. I'm good, thank you. I got kids screaming inside. I got dogs barking. I got no shirt on." I'm like, "Dude,
get the hell out of here."
And he's like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Just a couple minutes?" I'm like, "Dude, come on, man. You hear the chaos that's going on behind me. Like, just walk away, please."
Walk away.
I mean, I get it's their job. They do what they got to do.
No, I actually have Spectrum. I'm a big fan of it.
Well, even if you say you have it, they
If
so
you're
even if you
watching on
say you
YouTube.
have it, they still I can get you a better rate.
Yeah, I know. The dude called me one time, and he was like, "Hi, I'd like to offer you Spectrum." I was like, "I have Spectrum." He goes, "Are you happy?" I was like, "Are you asking me if I'm happy with your service?" I was like, "You're a fucking idiot."
Yeah, they're just reading off a telepro. They don't know.
Right, yeah.
What are you bringing to the table today, Connor?
Actually do have something. Give me 20 seconds.
One.
Okay, so I just want to talk about stupid shit we did as kids.
Okay.
And the only reason I think about this is because I have like a specific memory. Do you guys remember, I don't know if you guys ever watch wrestling. Any of you?
The Rock.
I mean, I know.
Scotty Too Hot.
Do you guys
Sorta.
remember D Generation X?
Yeah.
Are they the ones that went through the tables?
Triple H.
Triple H and Shawn
Triple H and
Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. They wore
Oh.
the green and they did the suck it.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Yeah, so back in the day, I was watching that shit. I was doing it all the time. Had no idea what it meant. I was telling everybody and anybody to suck it because I had no idea what it meant. So one day, I'm at school, and my teacher pisses me off at recess. It wasn't my teacher. It was like one of their recess aides. And I just looked at her and, gave her the old suck it and walked away. And she looked at me like I just told her to fuck you or something. And it was
When
the
you tell a
funniest
teacher to
shit.
suck it,
Yeah,
you pretty
much did.
I know, but I had no idea what it meant, so I didn't know. But it was just the
I
funniest thing.
don't have
ever.
anything that bad. The only thing I can remember is before we started the show, me and Drew talked about how long we've been friends. You remember recess back in the day at Harry Russell when we played football like first and second
When
grade.
they took
and
the football?
took the fucking footballs from us.
And we played football with an invisible football.
We played with no football. 5-on-5 tackle football in the grass.
With no football.
With no football.
Yeah, I think we pretty much showed them take the football, but we're still going to play football.
and then we went to basketball. That turned into football. They took our basketballs away. Then we played kickball, and we kicked all the balls on the roof. And then we just fucking did nothing.
I remember
we were juvenile delinquents.
That
There's
was
those
bad.
TikToks where it's like the guys drinking out of the water fountain, and it's like me after I just rushed for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns at recess.
Just dripping sweat going back to math
Right,
class.
you just go back to class dripping sweat, stink like a motherfucker.
That was terrible.
But no, speaking of recess at Harry Russell, when I was running from my friend and we had those windows that would just pull out instead of sliding up, and I wasn't paying attention, cut my head right on the window. Happened to be Cody's
I'm pretty sure
classroom.
you told us this last
Connor,
week.
We talked about this last
You
week.
literally told this story, no shit, either last week or the week before.
There's no way.
Yeah, you did.
100%. Within the last 3 episodes, you told the exact same story. You started to tell right
Wow,
there.
great
So we're going to
story.
cut you off right there. That was Bring It to the Table, your favorite segment, our favorite segment. I think we just got a bunch of random topics that we're going to blow through right here
Yep.
for the rest of the show.
I hope you do.
First one, actually, this is a little story. I want to tell this story. I don't think I've told this story on the podcast. It's a good one.
You probably told it 2 weeks ago.
I don't think I did. When I wrote this down, I was like, man, I really don't know if I've told this on the podcast before or not.
I know we're at like 60-something episodes.
This
I
one's
feel
about
like-
Matt the Ranger.
Oh, boy.
shit.
This was This is one of our first.
Oh, God.
He knows exactly what
Yeah.
it is.
Say anything.
He's
This is-
super cool over there with his sunglasses,
This
by
is
the
one
way.
of our first hangouts of just me and Matt the Ranger.
It went terrible.
It was terrible. It was bad.
Is this the boat story?
No.
No.
What boat story?
In Florida when I drove the boat.
Oh,
think
and I
he
didn't
was-
know you. Yeah,
and
I was
you're
scared.
just like, is this guy gonna wreck the
This
boat?
guy's just gonna drive us into the ocean? No, not that story. That's a different story. This story was on just like a regular old Wednesday. It was a rainy day, and I was sitting at home and I was like, "Hey Carter, let's go to the trampoline park." And I text Matt. I was like, "Hey, you and Paxton want to go up to the trampoline park?" So we go.
Wish
To
I
the,
would have said no.
so we go to the trampoline park. Just me, Matt the Ranger, his son, and my son. I'm super excited. We sign in. We got our wristbands. We start jumping on the trampoline. Me and Carter's jumping. Paxton, he's jumping. Matt comes out. He jumps.
One time.
He goes up. He comes down. And he doesn't go back up. What was the medical diagnosis on that?
Sprained my knee.
He sprained his knee on the first jump at the trampoline park. His first.
The shitty thing is, I was laughing at signing the waiver. Like this is retarded.
This is
Not a fucking waiver.
This is still like me and Matt's like one of our first true hangouts, and Matt is just limping all over this trampoline park. I'm like,
I took it like a champ.
oh yeah, you did for sure. I didn't go over and like check on you. I'm like, man, he's. Me and the other kids were like throwing dodgeball, jumping. I'm like, why isn't he coming over here? Like, what's his problem?
He can't help his old bones couldn't handle all that.
I mean, literally, he went up, he went down, and he never went back up.
It's a bitch being 60, I
hopped
tell
around
you.
on 1 foot, and then the worker comes and be like, "You okay?"
They bring him ice.
They brought me an ice pack, and that was it.
My son's running on this side of the park, and then Matt's son's running on the other side of the park
In
that's
the do
taped
not
off and
enter area.
closed. So now I'm climbing to get Paxton out of the closed section. It was quite the experience at the
And then you
trampoline
had
park.
to take my kid to the babysitter for me.
I did. You're right.
'Cause I
Because you
went to
went
the
straight to the hospital.
Wow.
I stayed the whole time. This was 5 minutes into the trip, and we had 60 minutes to jump. I waited
Yeah.
the 60 minutes, and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, so we pushed through the 60 minutes. Matt got hurt the first 90 seconds. Yeah.
Went to
so
the ER and sprained my knee, and then I hobbled around.
He's old, dude. He
months.
can't help it.
we'll go back
What'd you
next
do at
week.
work? You just, well,
So I'm going to tell
Probably
another
a lot of the
follow-up story for that. Is I had a cruise about 5
Oh, that's
days
right.
after this, and I was on crutches when I got on the cruise. And once if I was in a pool, I was fine. Like I could move my knee, I could swim. But I walked up to the pool on crutches, and they're like, and everybody, like, we just got on the boat, everyone's dancing, they have a DJ out, and they're like, you got to use the chairlift.
old Pappy over here needs a chairlift.
And I'm like, no, I'm good. And they're like, no, it's our policy to use the chairlift. So I get in the chairlift, and this is the fucking loudest. It's like,
Are you?
literally, people stop dancing and turn around and look at me as I'm being lifted into the fucking pool.
I would pay pay-per-view money to watch Matt get lifted into a swimming pool on a chairlift on a cruise in the middle of the ocean.
I was bright. I was so embarrassed.
That's
I was
the
bright
funniest shit
red.
I've ever heard, dude.
How many times did you do that?
One, I never walked out with the crutches
Oh,
again.
man. That would have been so.
But when I got out, I just hopped out, and he's like, "You got to use the chairlift," and I just acted like I didn't hear him.
Yeah,
It was embarrassing.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I got another random one for you. Did you guys see that there's a petition going around right now with over 33,000 signatures to rename Columbus Flavortown?
Flavortown.
Flavortown.
Because
Guy Fieri.
Fieri.
Guy
Is
Fieri.
it Ferrari.
Fieri. It's
Fieri.
not Ferrari, no.
It's Fieri.
Guy Ferrari.
Either way, cool name.
Flavortown.
Yeah, he's from Columbus, right?
He's got cool hair
I
too.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
They
He's-
could just name it Fieri. Fieri,
I like
Ohio.
Flavortown.
Why
I
are
like-
they wanting to change the name?
Because Christopher Columbus was
He's
not a
racist.
good guy.
It was a racist 500 years ago, but
And a rapist. Allegedly.
I don't
have
think
no
they're gonna.
fucking
I don't
idea.
think it's gonna go through. I don't think it's gonna happen.
no, not a
I
chance.
couldn't imagine
Yeah.
it not being Columbus, Ohio. Even
It'd be pretty cool to be like, yeah, we're heading up to Flavortown this weekend.
They better have some banging ass food up there.
The Flavortown Blue Jackets.
They do have some banging food in
Guy
Columbus.
Fieri will
Yeah.
have to live in Columbus and just open 100 restaurants if they do that.
Have you ever ate at one of his restaurants?
No.
On my cruise,
No.
they had
I
a
was gonna
Guy
say, yeah,
Fieri,
they were
the
on their
burger
cruise,
joint or
yeah.
whatever. That it is delicious.
It was really good.
All right, let's do a quick little no sports update because that's the world that we live in right now. We'll start with the NFL, our favorite sport. They will start training camp July 28th. They're ending their virtual off season right now. pretty much haven't skipped a beat for the most part.
Browns still
Virtual
suck.
all season.
Did you
They
see
did a virtual offseason. Yeah.
Dak signed his
Dak is signing
franchise
his
tag?
$31.5 million franchise
He
tag.
has till
31.
July, I think, 15th
That's
to sign
it?
long-term
Wasn't he
deal.
asking
He
for
signed
like a-
today.
Yeah.
He did he end up signing?
Yeah,
today?
he signed
it today.
I didn't know if he did or not. Yeah.
So he
That's
signed
the best-
31 million.
That's
Well,
a
that was his franchise
For 1
tag.
year.
That is best case scenario for the Cowboys. They're about to way overpay a dude
I
that.
say weren't they were going to pay him like 114 million?
He can still
Well, for
sign a
6
long-term deal,
yeah,
though.
I know, I understand.
Until
but-
July 15th.
Yeah, he's still gonna. Eventually, he'll get a long-term deal. But it's actually smart on his part to go ahead and take the guaranteed money, especially in the world that we live in.
Yeah.
With if they go through an NFL season with no fans, that
but-
salary caps are gonna drop.
Sorry to break it, but old Andy Dalton sitting behind him is probably just as good as he is. So and just as
If
capable.
not better.
I
don't fully
passionately
disagree.
hate the Bengals, but I think Andy Dalton. I agree with that statement. I think Andy Dalton go in and lead a winning Cowboys team.
Yep.
So we made a bet actually. I forgot
Yeah.
about this. Was that was me and you, right?
Yeah.
We made that bet.
So
That,
Cody's gonna win because Matt is a horrible
Nah,
better.
I think I'm right on this
So
one.
we bet.
Is this the one the other night?
I barely remember. We bet a certain amount of
That-
money.
that-
So
it was
we
gonna
bet
start.
$50 that the NFL does not start the regular season on time.
So I bet that Saturday, I think it's like September or Sunday, September 13th, that there will be NFL football on TV week
And
1.
I bet there would not
and
be.
you bet there would not be. So
I
I'll bet there would be because the NFL has basically said we don't give a shit.
exactly. So if you think I'm right, let me know. If you think Matt's wrong, let him know.
They basically said we're having full stadiums until we're told
Yeah,
we
I mean,
cannot.
It's
That-
kind of like
no.
the WWE. They're an essential business in Florida.
If the
Well,
WWE is essential, then the NFL is essential.
Yeah, but you gotta look at the flip side of it. Think about the tax money NFL
Oh
teams
my
bring
God,
to cities.
so
So
much money.
if they can put a team on the field, whether there's a fan there or not, the TV money alone is enough to.
yeah.
The NBA is starting a 22-team postseason tournament in
22
Orlando, Florida. So they're going to do an 8-game,
That's
9-game
gonna take forever.
regular season. It's going to run through the end of July into the end of September, I believe. Into
So it's gonna
October.
go into like
How many people are usually in the playoffs?
Jesus. 8, 16.
8 teams from each.
16. I had to do the
Yeah,
math.
8 teams from
16.
each conference.
Yes. To the math.
So they're doing a quick 8-9 game regular season, and then they'll go into the tournament. And yeah, it'll
So
go
will it
into
be
football season.
Even teams that weren't in the playoff hunt, will they be in the regular season?
No, it's only so there's 30 teams. They've narrowed it down to 22.
22.
They're going to play a quick regular season. Then they go into the tournament. They're still playing a 7-game series.
The Pelicans in that?
The
Zion?
Pelican. That's literally the reason that there's 22 teams because the Pelicans are the 22nd team
Makes
Uh,
They're
so
trash,
One
but
Zion in it.
because they won
Yeah,
Zion.
Zion.
So
old Lonzo with his broke ass jumper.
yep.
Is
He
Lonzo
plays for
still on the...
Pelicans?
Yeah,
Thought he played
Who?
for
La-
LA.
he got-
Lonzo's on the Pelicans?
Yeah, he got traded.
to the Pelicans.
I knew he got traded. I didn't know he
Yeah.
went there.
So I think that'll be great. I think they're going to come back July 30th. I hope it goes smooth. It's going to be interesting. They're quarantined in Orlando. Whoever wins the finals could be quarantined in Orlando for up to 80 some days.
I think it's going to be Lakers. LeBron James
I got
and
the
Lakers.
Lakers. Yeah.
nope.
Who you got?
For winning it.
The
Yeah.
Celtics.
I-
Of course,
The Clippers aren't...
Drew's
The
a true
Clippers are
Celtics fan.
close too, though, aren't they?
It's going to be Clippers
Clippers are
and
pretty good.
Celtics in the final.
it's either going to be the Nuggets or whoever
Alright.
Carmelo Anthony plays
Jason
for
Tatum is taking over this year.
Whoever Carmelo
Who's he
Anthony.
playing for?
He plays for the Portland
Trailblazers.
Hey, at least I know he still plays.
Dalton
Unlike
Did
last
they
time.
make the 22?
Yeah, they did. Make
As
that
much
happen.
as I hate to tell you boys, Jason Tatum is the only dude in the NBA not afraid of
I
LeBron.
thought that was an actor.
Maybe other than Kawhi, but Jason.
Channing
That's
Tatum.
his brother.
Is it really?
Yeah. you
Matt's
know
like
that?
Channing Tatum. I watch him on Magic Mike all the
saw-
time.
He plays point guard for the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
No, that's his brother though.
Fun fact.
It's not.
Yeah.
The MLB, the MLB will, I think, be back and they will play a very short 60-game regular season. MLPA declined the MLB's offer literally 30 minutes
Yeah.
ago.
Well, Rob Manfred's a complete
They
moron.
declined it
So
again?
Yeah, so via vote of 33
just-
to 5 or
I'm
something
out.
like that, they declined the vote.
well,
so,
basically, what I read is Manfred's wanting the players to play basically 22 games unpaid, which is
Yeah.
obviously. Matt, are you going to go to work for 22 days without pay?
Can't say that I was.
Yeah,
Okay,
what the
so-
fuck? Why would
I don't know about that, but I know the latest proposal is they're literally trying to do the shortest season because they want to use the words fully prorated, meaning they're going to pay them full salary for the games that they play. Therefore, they're trying to play the least games that they can play.
The
do
most
you
least
think-
games they can play.
Do you think baseball will be back? I think it's
Yes.
just done for
No,
the
who
season.
gives a fuck about baseball?
there-
I mean,
there's a-
after
there-
this season, you
there's
think
a-
they'll be back?
Oh, yeah, they'll be back this season, and they'll be back next season. There's a special clause in there somewhere that Rob Manfred can put his foot down and say we're playing a 6-game season, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, but that's where the players have a union. They can also hold out, and then they have to bring
And they're
replacements.
going to bring in
and
a bunch of
Would
replacement
you guys
players.
play?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd go play baseball.
Hell yeah.
that's a Tanner Cooper question. If you were called and said, "Hey, these guys won't play. Will you come play?"
Does
Would
Tanner
you?
fall under the
Hell yeah,
union?
he would.
We need to get him on the show now.
I'm
We
sure he
should.
has a union.
We should.
I'm
yep.
sure he does.
All right, we'll reach out to Tanner. We'll have him on the show very soon. Then we'll do that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that next week
Sure.
or in a couple days. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow and we'll post it right away.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll
maybe
reach
not.
out to him. I'll reach out to Tanner. Tanner, if you're listening, let's get you on the show, man. Let's give us an update. Couple more things real quick with this no sports update. NHL is doing a 2014 postseason. They're gonna have
You know what I'm really worried
like
about?
a mini round robin.
And it's all in Vegas, correct?
It's
So-
all in Vegas.
No, I don't think they announced it, have they?
They're having 2 hub cities. One is Vegas. One is yet to be determined. Columbus was actually
Yeah, it was
in
one
one
of
of the
them.
final
I
17
hope so.
cities. Columbus was
I
rolled
say
out
Tampa.
yesterday.
Okay, great.
Tampa in it?
You mean
I don't
Flavortown?
know.
Flavor Town.
Flavortown has been rolled out as of yesterday. So they're actually thinking one of the cities might be in Canada. So they're still trying to work that out, but they'll be back sometime in July as well. Vegas is in the tournament. That's my team. Columbus is in the tournament. That's Connor's team. Tampa is in the tournament. That's Matt's team.
Didn't turn out too well for Tampa last year.
I don't want to hear about
So
it. You
I'll,
shut your
I'm
mouth.
flip a coin, Vegas or Columbus. That's
I am too.
kind
I
of where
root
I'm
for
at.
Columbus, obviously, because it's
Come on,
hometown.
go
but
Tampa.
I lived in Vegas too, so I root
I
for
like.
them.
I liked when the Golden Knights started and did their whole run. That was
Yeah, it was, I
They
mean,
got
it was
Yeah.
they get
historical.
Fleury as the goalie, so
Yeah, worst one you could have got.
Columbus is local, but Vegas is who I pull for. So
Same, exact same.
Why do you like
Um,
Vegas?
just
It's
cause.
fucking
Just 'cause-
Vegas.
I mean,
dude.
I like Vegas.
It's fucking Vegas.
My first time in Vegas
I
was
meant
when
the hockey team, not the city.
my first
Nas-
time in Vegas was when their whole deal was going on. So I kind of
Last sport I want to talk about is NASCAR. Obviously, the news with Bubba Wallace
Bubba Watson.
with the that whole situation. We're not going to
The
get into
whole
it, but
noose
it's,
thing.
yeah. So
I need to go on a tangent on that real quick. I mean,
I just heard about it before.
Yeah,
we were
but
talking
no,
about
that's completely unacceptable. You know what I mean? Like the guy, what has he ever done to anybody? He's standing up for his cause, which regardless if you agree or not, but that is the problem of ignorance.
Yeah, it's
you're
quite,
ignorant, you're an idiot, and you're going to probably get caught.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was.
Could he go to jail for
the
that?
fact that it was the cause.
I don't think you go to jail for it, but it's still ignorant and
Oh,
completely.
he will
like,
get death threats. He will be banned from the
yeah,
sport.
He's gonna be fucked.
I have a
whoever
feeling it
it
has a
is.
lot
Yeah,
to
but-
do with them banning the Confederate flag.
But
That's-
whoever did that
like
knows
100%.
Bubba Wallace not 0%. So why treat somebody like that for no reason?
I don't get it.
Like
I
that
really don't.
that like irked. And then I saw the picture of all the drivers kind of rallied behind him, and
Oh, yeah,
he started
absolutely.
crying. I'm like,
You
that's
saw the
great,
video
That was
today.
tonight.
because
came
that
out?
was completely ignorant and uncalled for.
Absolutely.
So do you guys think it was? It probably. Do you think it was another driver, or do you think it
No,
was
no,
just-
absolutely not.
It
It's
was
somebody that worked at
works for NASCAR or for
That
another
has
team
access to-
or
or
Yes.
for no, it was somebody that had access to the track. I don't think.
which is very.
I mean, they
few
obviously worked
people.
for NASCAR, but I would say it was probably somebody that worked for the track that's local. I mean, Talladega's in Alabama.
Ah, damn it,
Is
Drew,
it?
that was one of the questions I had. I had a question that was coming up.
Oh, well.
Alabama.
Well, I would have won that.
See,
I would
but
have wanted to because I looked and saw
See,
Bama.
I always thought Talladega. We're gonna trade
I thought
that.
it was in Florida.
I did too.
Talladega Nights.
Until
That's what it's in
today.
Florida.
yeah,
Until today.
but I'm the only NASCAR
I
fan,
know,
really.
I was literally gonna.
Who's
the
your
que-
favorite driver?
Hashtag left turn.
What?
Who's your favorite? Because I watched NASCAR growing up, and my favorite driver was Tony Stewart.
So mine was
Tony
always.
Stewart's a
Ah.
bitch.
So my
Ooh.
family was Dale Senior hardcore.
Of
Yeah,
course.
then-
Dale
absolutely.
Jr. baby.
Then I always
Number
rooted for
3.
Dale Jr. Now I
Go for
toss
Dale.
up between Brad Keselowski and Martin Truex Jr.
Cody was always a Jeff Gordon
because
fan.
Truex Jr.
Uh,
drove for
Pause.
Earnhardt Racing.
Do you like? My buddy was a big fan of. Who was the really old guy? That Martin.
Mark Martin.
Mark Martin. My buddy
Or
was
Martin
really good.
Truex Jr.
No, Martin
Nope.
Truex Jr. drove for
He
Earnhardt
drove the-
Racing, which is
Mark Martin did the Viagra car, right?
Hell yeah.
Mark Martin drove
Of course,
for
Matt's
Number
old ass
six.
Marathon
liked the
car.
Viagra car.
Who drove the number 6 Viagra car?
You did. I wish.
No, I was
Yeah.
a big Jeff Gordon fan growing
Well-
up. Half our family was Earnhardt, and half our family was Jeff Gordon. So
Jeff Gordon's a
Yeah.
homo, so that doesn't surprise me. You
Is
were
he
his
really?
fan.
he's not a
No.
homo.
Nah, but might as well be.
He has a very
Yeah,
beautiful
kinda like
life and made a
Everybody
lot of
love
money.
everybody.
That might just be a cover up. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody love everybody.
Either way, he's got a lot of money.
We got to get some ELE shirts for the
Oh,
merch.
yeah, we
We
do.
should, yeah. Let's do that. ELE, everybody love everybody. Merch coming soon. So that's enough with the sports talk.
Hold on, though. Ask your little quiz question.
That was it. That was my question.
I know.
Where
ask
is
it, I bet
Talladega?
I'll get it right. Bama.
Alabama.
I was literally
He wrote Bama, so.
the literal question I was going to ask was, where is Talladega Speedway? Drew, don't answer.
There we go.
And they both would have
We
said
would've
Florida.
said Florida.
And if you'd asked me this morning, I would have said Florida. When I
And-
found out it was in Alabama, I was
And Drew would have
You-
said Alabama.
You want to know what I found out about Alabama a couple weeks ago? They got a beach there.
yeah, it's
I
right.
had
It's
no
right
fucking
next
idea.
to Destin. It's actually a really
I thought
nice
that
beach.
shit was like
It's
Kentucky or something.
What's the famous beach in Alabama? It's Gulf Shores.
Bama
Yep,
Beach.
Gulf Shores. They have
Yeah.
casinos down there too.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm a big fan of casinos. So.
Yeah.
Casinos are back open.
Big
Yeah, I know.
fan.
We need to hit that up.
I've only
Vegas
been to-
prices are amazing right now.
Next-
if you're looking for a trip.
Next Cavemen Media Night Out is definitely to a casino.
I've
The
only
Hard Rock
gambled
in
once, and it
Cincinnati's
was at
open.
Miami Valley. And that was
That's
my
the only
21st
time you've ever
birthday.
gambled?
Only time.
Did you win anything?
$10.
Oh, that's a start.
Did you win
I've
$10, or was that
I-
just what you won of what you played?
I won $10 of whatever the fuck I
So
played.
speaking of gambling, are you
I
guys
couldn't tell you how
more
much I spent.
table games, slots, or sports betting?
Tables.
So
don't
blackjack is definitely the best odds in the house.
Tables. I could sit at a blackjack table all day long.
Yeah.
But I have pretty good luck with slots, so
I have no
I
luck with slots.
cannot
I
get
play
into a slot
usually
machine.
blackjack or three
I'm
card
not
poker.
a huge fan of slots.
It's you literally just push a button. Oh, lost
Yeah.
some money. Oh, lost
And
some money.
the casinos
oh,
around
lost some
here,
money.
correct me if I'm wrong, they only have slot machines.
Correct.
Unless you're in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
yeah. But
I like horse racing more than any of it around here.
There-
I've
honestly.
never bet horse racing.
I have.
bet a little bit when
I
I, was
won-
working there.
So the last horse race I bet on, I won 32-1 odds on a $30 bet. So I was pretty happy
yeah.
that
I won a
night.
couple $100 betting on when I worked there.
Horse racing's hard though, unless you're really involved in that,
Pony,
kind of know the
yeah.
whole.
I just had my boss tell me who to bet on, and I would win.
So Anthony, your guys' cousin,
So.
Mhm.
Heavy, which is his dad,
That's his name.
We call him Big Dave.
Big
Oh.
Dave, but
Like Heavy?
Anthony calls him Heavy.
I,
I don't.
was like, what?
Yeah,
Never
that's what he
heard
just
that
calls him. He calls him Heavy. I'm like, all right. So he's our handicapper. You call him and be like, hey, Dave, what do we bet tonight? And he'll send us a list, and me and Anthony will go down there and we'll bet those horses, and typically we win. So
Hell yeah. I got a little trick question for you guys. Maybe it's not a trick question for you guys, but my wife asked me this the other night. So I'm gonna say two sentences to you guys. I want you to spell the word. So if I say, the wind is blowing outside, how do you spell the word wind?
WIND.
If I say, I'm a baseball announcer, and I say, the wind up, the pitch, how do you spell the word wind?
WHIND.
WIND.
I have no idea.
WYND.
Wind? You
Yeah.
can spell wine.
Like the wind up, the pitch.
W-I-
WIND.
It's the same spelling. How about that?
That's fucking English for you.
She asked
That's
me
why
the other
when I
night.
looked down and saw your notes, I was like, huh, wind or wind? I don't get it.
Connor's just cheating on everything.
Yeah.
Well, it's just sitting right there. I'm like, all right, what are we going to talk about?
Quit reading,
Above
dude.
that is fingernails. I'd love
Speaking
to
of
hear what
speaking
that's
of
about.
speaking of horses, we need to put the blinder on
I
Connor
know,
there.
Connor's over here cheating on
Yeah, I got
everything
a horse
written down.
cock.
You guys bite your fingernails or you cut them?
Cut them.
I don't bite mine.
I bite them.
That's a disgusting
I do a little
habit.
bit of both.
I bite my fingernails.
Think of all
And-
those
And
nasty.
of course my toenail.
Yeah,
No,
all
I'm
those criminals, nasty ass criminals Matt's fighting with, then he goes and bites his
Well,
fingernail.
I don't do it after I stick my hand in
Yeah.
a pile of shit and then
He's-
pull it up and bite my nails.
It's after he takes somebody to jail and he,
Yeah,
they gotta
dude,
strip
you know how
down,
hard
he's
it
gotta
is
check
to
their,
wash?
their-
To wash out what's underneath your fingernails.
It's impossible.
Yeah,
So
you
you
just-
probably stick your hands in a pile of shit, wash them, shit's still under your fingernail, then you bite them.
Well, according to you, I'm 500 years old, so I've lasted this long. So
Hey, Matt, I'm with you, man. I bite my fingernails every once in a while. Now, I cut my fingernails on a regular basis, but every once in a while, if I get one that's a little long,
I don't know if I've ever cut my fingernails.
What the
Whoa,
fuck?
I wouldn't go that far.
I always just bite them off.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
I can go as far as I've never bit my
I
fingernails.
may have bit mine one or twice, just like
You've
just
never
like that,
bit a
but-
fingernail off.
I have not.
You
That like
damn
cringes
Oh, I've
me.
never bit one off, but I've like just kind of picked at it.
I've never done that, dude. That it just cringes me to
It's gross.
do that. Yeah, it's
Like when I have
nasty.
a toenail that's like poking up and I have to just rip it off real quick, that grosses me out. Nails to me are just disgusting.
Yeah,
I
toenails.
just hate
Toenails
when my nails
are.
get long, so like anytime
Toenails
it
are-
gets long, I just,
No, my nails, like I cut them just about every other day.
no,
Toenails
no,
aren't meant to be cut, dude. They're meant to be ripped off. That's just
Yeah.
how I roll.
Yeah, that's true. I don't got much else. Last thing I got actually written down is the. Did you guys hear about the serial killer in Seattle?
Nope.
The Scranton.
This is a real thing. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Is he in
Scranton.
Chaz?
This is a
Strangler?
real thing.
Is he in
Scranton
Chaz?
Strangler. What?
Is he in Chaz?
What does that mean?
Chop now.
Where they took
They-
over the city?
They want to be known as Chop.
Oh, they're chopped now?
Yeah, they changed their name. So
Well,
anyway,
they
while
declare-
Cody's looking this up.
So this is a. Go
Gary
ahead. Go ahead.
or-
No,
Ridgeway.
I just wanted to talk about a little thing Connor did to me this weekend because he's a dick.
Oh, shit.
He had me convinced it was going to be his birthday this weekend,
Oh, for like 5 seconds.
and I thought I was right.
He looked at me and
100%.
said, isn't your birthday coming up soon? I was like, yeah, it's in a couple days, 22nd. He believed me.
I said, yeah, I knew it was close to Cody's son.
Yeah.
And then they all just look at me like I'm an idiot.
It's actually very close to his other son.
yeah, they knew something.
Same fucking day.
I
No,
got
that
one.
was
I got one
hilarious.
before Cody got going. So I just got back from Gatlinburg.
I was about to ask, how was it?
It was good, but I just want to tell everybody listening, Gatlinburg does not give a flying fuck about the Rona.
Hell no, they don't. Everybody and their mom was down there this week.
Oh, dude, it was so I'm anti-mask. I will not wear a mask.
Yeah, fuck a mask.
I even put a mask on down there because those fucking
Wow.
hillbillies crawling all like here now. Like a bottle of ketchup on the table is like, whoa.
Unheard of. There ain't no salt, ain't no
Yeah.
pepper, ain't no silverware.
Yeah, dude. They down there, waitresses
How
not
were the
even wearing masks.
restaurants? Were they still
Oh, packed. So they did kind of
like
social
take out some
distance,
tables?
kind of. But like waitresses not wearing masks like they are here, absolutely not.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
it was basically like life is normal down there. There was no fucks given. I got tatted while I was there. That was pretty cool. But other than
It's hooked
that,
up to the TV, so it's not gonna play any
All
audio.
right. So
It'll play audio on.
this is the TikTok that was
I
posted
saw this.
in Seattle. There is a suitcase
this is
killer.
related to that?
Yeah, so there's
Oh, fuck.
there's been up to 7 dead bodies found in suitcases in Seattle. Seattle essentially right now has a new serial killer that has not been
Dude,
caught.
this is a different TikTok than I saw.
This is actually a different one than I saw too.
Yeah, this is wow.
how did he get down in the water all of a
He
sudden?
threw it.
No, this is actually a different one than I saw too.
So
So
just on the rocks though.
multiple suitcases have been found in Seattle with bodies inside of them.
Damn.
So there is a true serial killer in Seattle, killing people and putting them in suitcases and throwing them near the water. Yeah, this is actually this is a different one than I saw.
It's
Could you
sad.
imagine being a serial killer?
Make
No.
a good
Dude,
crime
what?
junkie episode, which I'm all in on.
It's 100% a crime junkie episode going on right now.
Yeah, for sure. I'm all in on that, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Listen
it's
to a couple
awesome.
of-
I'm kind of out on it now.
I got burnt out.
It has me freaking out about my own kids.
Yeah,
and-
same.
See, I don't listen to the ones that like hit home. I listen to the ones that are just weird.
Yeah, a lot of them seem to have kids involved or a mother, a wife.
Yeah, somebody goes missing. The ones with kids, I can't do.
I don't know. It's still pretty good.
It is.
All right.
All right, that's all we got for you guys today. That's the end of the show. It was a loaded show there for you guys. We hope you guys enjoyed. We hope you guys rate, subscribe, and review. Make sure you go RSVP for that Cornhole Tournament. We look forward to that. Make sure
Extra for the potato.
Make sure you follow Connor at Rio Connor Gray.
What?
Make sure you follow
That
Connor.
That is not what you said.
Extra for the Connor.
Make sure you follow Connor at Rio Connor Gray.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Next.
At Matt the Ranger.
Yep, do that.
At Drew Layton 11. And myself at Sports.Ohio. Make sure you follow us at Cavemen Media.
We're on Snapchat now.
We are on Snapchat, ran by Matt the Ranger.
At Cavemen Media.
Something
Cavemen
like
Media.
that.
Check out the website, cavemen-media.com for all your merch.
Yeah. Hype up Matt on that Snapchat.
Hey, I'm just going to put this out
Oh,
there. First person to send us a question for Ask the Boys will get a free t-shirt.
All right, that's fine.
yeah, we need some Assa boys. Please
Need some.
chime in on that.
I thought you said we need some ass boys, but I see what you said.
Here we let's do.
Maybe
let's-
you need some
hey,
ass
listen,
boys,
listen,
Matt, but
listen.
that's your whole
Hold on.
ordeal over there.
We're at the end of the show right now. A lot of people
How
don't
many?
listen. A lot of people don't make it to the end of the show. I just put
Yeah.
out all of our ads. That means people like, oh, it's the end of the show, and they stopped listening right then.
Also, I want to say, Jake, you're a disqualified from winning the t-shirt because I know you listen to the
Oh
end
yeah,
of the show.
Jake. Yeah, Jake. What's his name on Twitter?
And
Cincy
his
fan.
wife
Yeah.
or girlfriend.
You and Caitlin are out because we know
Yeah.
you listen. But as far as everybody else that listens to this podcast, if you're still listening, let's give away some other stuff real quick. What was the one you just said, Connor?
A t-shirt.
A T-shirt for what?
You ask the boys.
Ask the boys. Okay,
yeah.
Drew, giveaway. A word. Send this word only to Drew, and you get a free T-shirt.
Who day?
Matt,
Pineapple.
words, but-
Pineapples.
pineapple.
Only a
Pineapples.
Pineapples with
Yeah,
the
if there's
S.
not an S on it, you fucking lose.
Yeah.
Mine is refrigerator. Send me the word refrigerator.
refrigerator.
I just
Off-
looked at refrig over there.
off
You gotta-
a whim.
You gotta
That's-
spell it right,
If
too.
you spell
Yeah.
it wrong, you're out. So and you can only send it to me, not Caveman Media, not just to Matt, not just to Drew.
Hold on,
Give
we're gonna
Spin-
change mine. Mine's gonna be Bud Light.
All right. So if you send it,
Still two words.
if
but
you send us an Ask the Boys question, Connor
Budweiser.
will
Sorry,
give you a
Budweiser.
shirt.
One word,
If you
Matt.
send-
Budweiser.
What word are
Budweiser.
they sending you?
Listen,
Just send me one of the three. It'll all work out.
Drew's going to be over here giving away 3 shirts. All right, so if you send us an Ask the Boys question, Connor will give you a shirt. If you send the word Budweiser, Drew will give you a shirt. If you send the word pineapples to Matt, he'll give you a shirt. If you send the word refrigerator to me, you'll get a
Spelled
free
correctly.
shirt.
if you send it to me first, I'll give you a bucket hat too.
Matt's going all in on the
Paid
giveaways.
for by Matt.
Yeah, so we got timestamps on that, so we'll know if Matt the Ranger's first.
Yep, we'll know. All right, there it is. Have a good week. Happy Tuesday. Make sure you check us out on YouTube if you're listening. You can check us out on YouTube. We're about to record another clip for you guys that'll be out later this week.
And TikTok Tuesday, our new
We're gonna
segment.
do a little TikTok Tuesday here and there for you guys. Check that out as well. Have a good week. ELE.
Everybody love everybody.
Bye.
I fucked that up.
Connor, play the music.
DJ, spin the beat. Connor, play the music.